Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 16th of January 2024. So Fed boss Dick believes rates should stay on hold until at least the summer, according to the European Open this morning. APAC stocks were mostly range-bound after the lack of significant incremental catalysts over the weekend. Do you mean war or what? But also, of course, the markets were fairly quiet yesterday due to the Martin Luther King Day celebrations. Futures dip as doubts emerge about March rate cuts as US markets closed for holiday. Markets could be jumping the gun when it comes to the likelihood of March rate cuts. So that's back on the table now. Yesterday we were talking about 7 rate cuts this year. Now we're talking about nothing happening in the next FOMC meeting, which will be in March. That's the one with the press conference, I think. Yes, because they're each quarter, aren't they? And the market's down overnight. Now, I don't know whether it's due in part to this man or not, but Trump has secured big win in Iowa caucuses as DeSantis sneaks a second place. So here we go again. US elections 2.0. Economic news for today. We've got claimant count change for the UK. That's probably about the biggest for the day there. Oh no, we've actually got Empire State Manufacturing and Bailey's going to be out at 3 p.m. I thought he would have been in Davos with his rich mates, but obviously not. WEF meeting again, deciding our future with a new pandemic. I see on Zero Hedge as well. And Disease X it's called, just in case you see it turn up. So yeah, day 2 of the WEF meetings there as well. Right, let's have a look at the markets for yesterday. Say it was holiday, so we'll see what they're doing. More importantly, what they're doing overnight, which seems to be having a look at the downside. So let's kick off with the Dow. So the Dow yesterday very quiet, obviously due to Martin Luther King Day, and also down overnight. And like I say, I wonder whether that's the fact that Trump's back in the game or not. I thought they were doing the best to get rid of him with all of these court cases and everything else, but they obviously can't pin anything on him to stop him. More fabrication, just as we had with all of the impeachment issues during his 4 years in the White House. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But more importantly, markets are down overnight, and I suspect that this is the case because the Dems have loved Yellen in place at the White House there as the Treasury Secretary, particularly with next month looming, not next month, March, when it appears there's going to be more banking crises as well. Need to print more money, so she's the very person that the bankers need and the markets need. So if they can tank the markets to make it look like bad news, then I suspect that's what they will do. Try and put the voters off when they see the pension values move lower because Trump's back in the race. I suspect that's the tack that's going to be played. So, we're oversold in the 30 minutes overnight. So there's a bit of support coming in there, but we need to get back above the low of yesterday in order to move higher. In Europe, also reacting and the market down as well. Watch the 50 EMA and also this low to the left. If the DAX does drop, let me just move that across there. So yeah, the market down overnight and just stuck in the sideways range there. Don't know what that... let's just get rid of that. That's better. So yeah, we're also, if you look at the fib retracements as well from there to there, you'll see we're heading down to 89 as well. So watch that level along with the low there. I'll just leave that marked up. 30-minute chart showing weakness yesterday all the way down, and then overnight we also have weakness as well. Markets got a bit to get back to the close of yesterday there. Let me just drag this down. The low must be with the close. It is. That's why I can't see it. So it needs to get back to the close there as well for yesterday. So finding a bit of support and starting to move up. You never know from the open, they may just bring it all back. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. In the S&P, also moving down overnight, very quiet yesterday, of course, all electronic. I thought it was only the bonds that were closed yesterday, but it looks like the markets had limited hours as well. In the 30-minute chart, down and then sideways overnight, moved more than it did during yesterday, down to the S2, where the market could find support. Long way from the close, the 200 MA, the 20 MA, and the 50 for the market to move back. In the FT100, the market also down, breaking out of what become another sideways move for this market. You can see just taking out that low. So in the 30-minute chart, again down yesterday, bit of a sideways move, then down, and we've got an 89% retracement at the moment, with the market being oversold, trying to get back above yesterday's low there. US dollar bouncing overnight. It's a big bounce. Again, is that because of Trump winning the caucus in Iowa? I don't know, but it's interesting to see the US dollar spiking up. I can't see it being anything else. The war's gone out of the news again. They tend to put that in at the weekend now, keep it out of the news in the week. So again, I don't know, but let's have a look at the metals reaction to the Trump victory. So sideways again, which we could expect, but it's not sold off with the dollar bouncing like it has overnight. In fact, it's moving up there to yesterday's low. Sideways to lower yesterday, of course, and then back down overnight. Everything seems to be down overnight following Trump's win. And in the gold market, sideways to lower there, and in the gold market down on the overnight. We're not taking out yesterday's low. Yesterday, choppy session, and then just stuck in the sideways range with a little bit of a bounce before the overnight sell-off there. In the gold-silver ratio, well, that's saying it all really. That's starting to move up. Watch that 92 level. That's where I believe this is heading, and $20 per ounce for the physical metal price to go down to. Okay, let's have a look at yesterday's trades. If I recall, there were 4. It was a quiet day, but let's see how they panned out. So during yesterday, the market trying to bounce a bit, and then we kicked off at 8 after a bit of a move down to the high. I thought we'd go down to the high and stop, as I said in the alert, but we went past this yesterday, and that seemed to be set the direction for the rest of the day. We had a potential short. This traded down to the low to the left, taking profits there just in case it bounced back. We then had a long that was filled, which is a shame because the market traded sideways, no direction whatsoever, but then found its direction, which we didn't get another sell signal. The new one I'm developing, you will get the signal there. And then we had another potential long, moving the market to the upside again, stuck at those averages and the close, then making its way back, and then trading sideways there. In the afternoon, again, fairly quiet. You can see the market just above the low. We had another sell there, the market coming down, and then stopping at the low, which you'll see the market bounce off there. And let me just move this along a bit. We had a long, and the market then finding its feet, moving higher and trading up for a 12 points, not 34. That was on Friday. 12 point profit there, or 11 by the time I got out of that trade. And then just sideways, like I say, Martin Luther King celebrations, creating a very quiet one for yesterday. But we're back to normal now, so let's have a look overnight at the 2-minute chart of the German DAX. This is the daily chart. Again, you can see that we've got a bit of a down move in progress. Let's compress the lines, see where we are. You can see at the moment we're currently sideways. We've got that 200 MA above. We've got the close and the low as well. We've got the claimant count coming out at 7 AM, but at the moment the market looks like it's set to want to move to the upside there for the time being. So we'll just have to wait and see. But the 200 MA is going to be in the way to begin with. Okay, that's a quick roundup of events for yesterday. It's 6:45. The news will be out or the claimant count numbers will be out in 15 minutes. So see what they are. Hopefully you will have received the alert by then. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.